Welcome, friends and fans, to another episode of GalaxyCon Live, where we are bringing the convention experience directly to you. And today, we are going back to the 90s, and now is the time for all of you in our chat room to begin typing in our question for our today's guest. Immediately after this session, you will have the opportunity to talk to him directly through our private chat options, as well as purchase autographs and personalized video recordings shoutouts, all of which are available right now at GalaxyCon.com. And without further ado, let's bring out today's guest. He is a rapper, dancer, activist, and an award-winning actor whose credits include All That, Kenan Kel, Good Burger, Clifford the Bed-Rag Dog, Pink Panther Pals as the Ant, Dance Foo, Game Shakers, and of course my personal favorite, Mystery Men. Please welcome Kel Mitchell.
Hey!
What is up? Not much. This is, of course, where, the audience would cheer and hoot and holler and all that fun stuff. And they are in the chat room, believe me on that. And as we've said before, right now we are experiencing a pause in society, as I like to call it. And but we do look forward to having you back on our stages, live and in person and in front of your fans. So, Kel, thank you for joining us on the cyber stage. And how are you doing in your part of the world?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm having fun spending time with the family. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. And, it's just like come out better than I was before during this quarantine and just spend time together and have fun with the fam. Yeah.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Now, since we're all geeks here, okay, that's a Lionel behind you?
That is.
That is. Okay. Now, who's on the other side? Because I don't think I recognize that character.
Okay, so you got Thanos back there. Wait a minute. Thanos is back there. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then you got Black Panther. Black Panther.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So, all right. I didn't see the lighting. All right. Just want to see you've proven your geek cred. As if you didn't have that already. So where's the Invisible Kid figure?
Oh, I know, right? I need me a Mystery Man one, man. I got to talk to my boys at Sideshow. They do all of these, and so I have to talk to them to see if we can do one. That'd be cool.
We're overdue. All right. Of course, yeah. You gotta not look at it for the visibility action, but we'll get to that.
That's right.
Kel, what I'd love to do is, and I ask this of all my actor guests, I'd just love to know, where did this begin for you? What got you pulled into acting?
Oh, man. Well, I got started on the south side of Chicago. Got started out in theater. I fell in love with acting at a young age. My parents wanted me to do something positive. And so fell in love with it, started doing theater. And my first gig actually was modeling for Captain Crunch.
Get out.
Yeah, man. I modeled for the back of the Crunch Berries box. So, that's when I thought like, hey, I'm doing big things. But then after that, I still started doing a lot of stuff in theater. And I started doing ETA Creative Arts Foundation was the first theater I started out at. And then I went from there to that's my daughter in the background. Got the kids here.
It's all good.
And then after that, I started doing Victory Gardens Theater, Goodman Theater. So I was a theater kid, man, and I really enjoyed doing that in Chicago. And it's a great arts out there in Chicago, great people. And I learned so much being in theater. It was awesome, And then, after that, then I started getting an agent, going on many different auditions. But for me, it was more of a hobby. It was something to do that was creative in my time at school. But then, you win some, you lose some with auditions. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then, so shout out to my parents for, being there for me and helping me out with that. But then all that came along, which was pretty cool. And we didn't really get stuff like that to Chicago with auditions like that. And when that happened, that was pretty big, man. And it was great.
Well, it's certainly odd because Chicago, of course, is legendary for its contributions to comedy history, whether it's a sketch, an improv, Second City, and all that.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting that they probably did Chicago, New York, and LA, but let's find some young comedic actors for a sketch comedy show and bring them all to Florida.
Exactly. We could have filmed it in Chicago. It was crazy, but yeah, we did it in Florida, man, and it was awesome. I mean, I remember the audition process. I was in high school, and I auditioned for it, And it was crazy. You know, the audition was crazy. I was really focused on school because I had midterms, and I totally forgot my monologue in the middle of doing my audition in front of everybody. But then they were like, hey, you could walk out and then come back in. And so I was like, all right, cool. I'll walk out and practice it. And when I did that, I knocked over a whole bunch of video cameras and the whole thing. And I was like, I ruined this audition. But I did it in a physical way that they thought it was very funny. And I came back in, did awesome with the monologue, and I did all my characters that you see on all that. You know, I did Coach Cretan, which was a coach that I had at school. You know what I mean? So, and he just didn't have the name Coach Cretan yet. And of course I did, you know, Ed the Good Burger guy and a whole bunch of different characters. I did Clavis in there as well. That was just older guys that I knew in Chicago. And it took off, man. Yeah.
It's so unusual. 'Cause I've done a little bit of that type of work myself, and people's mind is always blown when they find out some of your craziest characters are based on real people.
Yeah.
You just, I just did an invitation to this guy who used to come into my comic shop. So it's like, that guy, yeah. So absolutely. Yeah. So when you got, when did you get the call, and when did you have, or did they call your parents, I guess, and say like, hey, can we borrow your son for a few months in Florida?
Well, yeah, man. It was awesome. It was like, I did the audition, and then I didn't hear anything for about, I want to say, about 2 weeks. And so, you know, with acting and doing stuff like that, you think you didn't get it. You know what I mean?
Fire and forget. Do the next one.
Yeah, man. I remember I was sitting there praying one night before bed, like I always do. And then the phone rang, and my mom was like, what happened? Woo, thank you, Jesus. What? And so we went out to LA because it was a second round of auditions. And this was every funny kid from every city. It was like the Avengers all come together. And so we had to battle it out again. And then I got through, you know what I mean? And we went to Orlando, Florida to shoot the show, you know, and it was just supposed to be a special. That's what we did.
Really?
We didn't know that it was going to take off like that. You know, it was something big for Nickelodeon. So they were just trying it out. And the ratings went through the roof. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. And that was at the tail end of, and just for a history lesson for the youngins and stuff out there, at the time, Orlando was being touted as Hollywood East. And that was when MGM Studios at Disney, and they were saying, hey, no, we're really filming stuff here. It didn't quite work out. Atlanta took that spot, and the two, but definitely gave it proving ground for yourself, and definitely cut your teeth, you and a lot of other talented you kids that are now talented adults, certainly.
Yeah, man.
So you hit the ground, and it sort of took off. At what point, though, did you begin to hear the rumblings of, hey, we're thinking about doing a feature out of the burger sketch?
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, the show had been doing really, really well. Kenan and I, have been doing a lot of stuff as far as Kenan Kel show.
Yeah.
And we got a spinoff from that, which was pretty cool. They told us to stay home while the other kids went on hiatus. We're like, why? What's going on? And they were like, yeah, we want to shoot a pilot with you two. And, it's a show about, you two hanging out. And that was cool because it was a sitcom, very different than sketch.
Yeah.
And it was similar to the shows we love, like Martin and Fresh Prince and stuff like that. So that was cool. And then it took off. They were like, yeah, let's do Good Burger. And that was crazy, man. I enjoy doing Good Burger. Still enjoy doing it, with producing all that now. It's super awesome. I'm still doing Good Burger. It's the gift to keep giving.
Yeah. It certainly was. You'd gotten so used to the television budget and that stuff, but what was that like, pumping into, oh, this is a feature and do things a little different here, and hey, there's Abe Vigoda. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. That was awesome, man. I mean, Good Burger was my first big film. There's some other films out there, but I'm not gonna talk about it. But Good Burger was awesome, and I was super excited, man. That was my first big theater one, and yeah, man, Abe Vigoda. I mean, this pioneer, awesome, working with him. Sinbad was in the film as well. Yeah, I did. Robert Wall had a cameo. I mean, there was a pretty deep bench in that film. I mean, a lot of people calling him, hey, come on in, play the irate customer number 7. And, yeah, man, it was awesome. Yeah, and people still love it today, man. It's the signature. But whether you call it a big or a small film, though, I'd love to talk a little bit about Mystery Men. Did a couple of years later as the Invisible Kid.
Oh yeah, this movie was so huge, man. I love doing. Now when you're talking about that, it was big. You know, it was just like, wow, okay. I went from the kid world and then now jumping into the adult world, which was great for me. I was like super excited that Ben wanted to put me in the film. That was awesome. And I enjoyed doing. I mean, you're talking about Ben Stiller, Hank Azaria, Janine Garofalo. You know what I mean? And then list goes on and on. Super.
Geoffrey Rush was an Oscar, as an Academy Award on his mantle somewhere.
Dude, it was like playing on an all-star team, NBA team, and everybody was just super nice. What I liked was that you have all these like seasoned comedians, so the jokes went on and on, the filming went on and on. What I mean? Everybody wanted to top each other with ad libs, and it was fun every time on the set. And the graphics that was in that film too, because now crazy CGI, but back then it was just like practical. We were using the budget was crazy with the CGI. We went crazy with it. But yeah, man, it looks great, and I'm excited people still love Mystery Man too. It's dope to be a part of two films that are now like kind of iconic now at this point. It's cool. Yeah.
I now that it was a few years before Marvel kind of solidified, the superhero releases it too. So it's something I always recommend to people when they want more. I'd be like, try Mystery Men, and they always come back with their eyes wide open. It's
we got to do part 2, man. Mystery Man 2.
Mystery Man part 2, and hopefully Barbara Dean has the rights to include Flaming Carrot, which was supposed to be the original character for all that.
Exactly. That would be crazy.
That would be put him in as the Captain America of the group, and then you're solid.
Yeah,
and bring back Wes Studi, because I love Wes Studi.
A great dude, man. Wes is awesome.
I heard he's a real character. I heard he's like he always plays these deadly serious roles, but I've often heard he's usually he cuts up with the rest.
Yeah. Like I said, like on set, it was always hilarious, jokes all the time. I mean. And then Paul as well. You know what I mean? It was always jokes going on every second. So it was fun. And Wes likes wearing like cool leather jackets. Well, back then he did. So he always had a cool collection.
Indeed. And you've been involved in other things, stuff like that. When you came back to your roots, literally, with the new version of all that. How did that come about? What was it like taking on the mentor role?
Well, yeah, man. I was back at Nickelodeon. I did a show called Sam and Cat, and then after that, I did Game Shakers, and we did Game Shakers for what was that, 3.5 seasons?
Yeah,
I guess you could say. Yeah. And so Game Shakers was awesome. I got to play a rapper like Kanye in that, so that was fun. So I was back at the network, and it was fun being back there, and it was just it's like family all over again, and we were like, yo, got to do something else, you know what I mean? And so it was pretty cool that Brian became the president of Nickelodeon, and the news for years have been bringing all that back, bringing it back. Me and Kenan we used to hear it all the time via Facebook, Instagram. And so the fans really did it. The fans were the ones who brought it back, and they were like, yeah, but don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. So that was the thing. So it was cool that they allowed us to also be producers on the show as well, so that we can keep the integrity of the characters that we had created originally, and make sure that it's the same way for a new generation. You know what I mean? And it's been fun. The kids are hilarious and great, super funny. And yeah, man, it's for a whole new generation. So it's cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. And outside of acting, you've also kept pretty busy. You've involved in some pretty interesting causes. Can you tell us about that?
Oh yeah, man, everything. Well, I'm also a youth pastor as well, so I love doing that, man. I'm also part of the Black College Expo, National College Resource Foundations, where we give scholarships on the spot We have all the HBCUs come out and give great information on college and providing kids through college. So that's awesome as well. I've been doing that for, man, over 7 years. So that's been great. So, yeah, man, I love giving back. I love giving back to the community. And I think it's awesome to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's absolutely great.
Yeah.
What's been the most fun part about this whole ride you've been on since you were, what, 10?
No,
maybe even younger than that.
Yeah, no. I got involved in it at the time you're supposed to get a job. So it was like my summer job. I got involved in it around 15. So
okay.
15, 14. So yeah, man. It was cool, man. It's real cool. I would say you learn by everything. I made a lot of mistakes. I've done some good things and I've done some mistakes. But what I really feel is that you learn from everything. It made me the man that I am today. I really look at not just the job aspect of it. I really look at the experience, you know what I mean? And who you can help through it. Even with the kids that are on all that right now and on shows right now, what I told them before they filmed their first show, I told them, this isn't the thing that makes you special. You were special when you were born. So this is just a stepping stone to the rest of your career. It's going to be a long journey. So yeah, man, just enjoy it and understand that. Separate the character from who you really are. Have a good sense of self. And so that's definitely something that I learned along the way. And I share with a lot of young actors because it's a lot of mental health out there and people kind of getting stuff confused. So want to make sure we spread love. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think the world can use a lot of that right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. So, all right, our producers, let me know. We've got some questions from the audience. So cool. Let's go ahead and fire up ask Jude, our producer, throw the first one at us.
Yeah.
From Priscilla. Wants to know, what was your favorite scene you did in Kenan Kel?
Favorite scene? Oh, I got a bunch of them. I do like the Thanksgiving episode. That was hilarious when my hand got stuck inside of the turkey. And I couldn't take it out, and it was hot, and I got to knock people out with a turkey. So that was pretty fun. I enjoyed doing that. It did countless others, that were just great. I think when I messed up Kenan's girlfriend's sweater, that was a great episode because I really got to show my physical comedy chops on that one. And I think that's when the producers kind of found out, like, oh, Kel will just go crazy with physical comedy. And from there, I think that's when it really started to take off. Yeah.
Nice. Priscilla, thank you. That was a good opener. What do we have next? From Brian. Who is your favorite judge and your favorite dance you have done on Dancing with the Stars?
Oh, man. Of course, I like the finale episode. That was awesome. I got to bring all my homies from Chicago. We got to do some Chicago footwork. And favorite judge, definitely Bruno, man. I love Bruno, but I'll shout out to all three of them. You know what I mean? But yeah. Bruno just cracks me up even before I was doing the show. It's just, the clothes and everything and how excited he is, to see every dance. Shout out to Whitney, my dance partner. Shout out to Whitney.
Cool. Brian, thank you for that one. Well, we have from Jocelyn. If you could have partnered with anyone from all that on Dancing with the Stars, who would you have picked?
Well, they don't partner you with another celebrity on Dancing with the Stars. So, but who I would like to see on Dancing with the Stars? Let me see. I could do it that way. Let's do it that way.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's so many of them who can really dance like that. Outside, I'm trying to think. I think who could dance out that can really get down. I don't know. That's a hard one. But out of the new kids of all that, I think all the kids from the new all that could dance in there. Just a plug. Right. New episode this Saturday, 8:30.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
I don't want to make anybody mad, so I didn't want to pick just one.
No, that's fine. Well, originally that show started off with, there were obviously some people there that weren't expected to go far. It was the sheer novelty of it and seeing them struggle. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the early seasons. But Jocelyn, thank you. All right, what do we have next? From AJ. Can you tell us where the orange soda thing came to be?
That literally came from the writers. A lot of people think I created that. Nope, that came from the writers. Now, what I did create though is the little T-Pain that I put on it. I put a little sauce on it. So you know, it was just written, "Who loves orange soda? I do, I do, I do." Ooh, but I hit it with the "I do, I do, I do." Ooh, you know, when I threw that on there, now I get that everywhere. Like wherever I go, if I don't get orange soda, it's a whole situation. The waiter cracks up. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
it's super funny.
I'll follow you. Thank you, AJ. Oh, what do we have next? From Jack. What is the most challenging thing of doing theater back in college?
Oh, the most challenging thing of doing theater back in college. Well, no, I did theater in high school. Yeah,
Okay.
in high school. Yeah, the challenging thing, it was really the night, because I started doing shows at night. And so I was working, at school, and then I would do my shows at night. But what it did was it gave me good discipline, you know, how to juggle everything at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, having a job like an adult and then getting up early in the morning and then going to school and juggling it with my homework and stuff like that. So yeah, it really it just showed me a lot of discipline as far as that. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Very valid. Jack, thank you. What do we have next? From Dan. Were there any skits or sketches that never made final cut on an episode that you wish did?
Were there any skits or sketches that never made final cut on episode? No, like with all that, we really showed everything. You know what I mean? We really showed everything, which is cool. Like even when we would mess up and laugh and stuff like that, they would show those in a lot of our ad libs. So shout out to the producers for super being cool with letting kids do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which was super awesome. You know, one thing I would say though, some bit of information that you might not know, which Lori Beth reminded me of. Shout out to Lori Beth. Vital Information was actually first written for me, which is hilarious. And I was like, I'm glad that we switched it up, because I could not see me doing that now. It's all Lori Beth. Like that is definitely a Lori Beth sketch. So, but yeah, man, that's something that you all might have not known.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I think a youth-oriented show for a youth audience. I just don't see something questionable going onto tape and then having maybe we won't do that episode, you know. Now adult sketch shows, yes, there are things that don't make it to the finish line, but yeah,
well, now we're producing the show. There are things that we'll think of and we're like, we probably can't do that. You know
yeah. Now that you're on the other side,
I'm on the other side.
Now you're looking at the sketch saying no.
Oh yeah.
which that time ago you're just like, oh, let's do that. I'll make it funny.
Exactly. Yeah. Now I understand.
Dan, thank you. What do we have next? From Jocelyn. If Ed were in Mystery Men, what would his superpower be?
Shout out to Jocelyn for that one. I've never got that question, and that is awesome. Ed in Mystery Men. Something with burgers. Maybe the mustard and the ketchup, and it shoots through his hands, through his fingers. Ed would love that. He'll go, "Well, dude, there's ketchup and mustard coming out of my fingers." Well, I don't know. But the cool thing about Mystery Men is that all their powers and stuff like that really didn't work, except for Invisible Boy, because I actually did go invisible. But I think it would be fun, like if he thinks he could do something and he really couldn't. So yeah, that's awesome. That's an awesome question.
I think the condiment, it's like, ketchup and mustard, and don't ask me where the mayo comes from. Jocelyn, thank you. From Brian, who's your favorite side character in Kenan Kel?
Favorite side character?
Yeah. You can find that however you like.
Oh, okay. Let me think. Shout out to the whole cast and everyone that guest starred on the show. Super, super awesome. Super funny. I just want to shout out everybody that were in the beginning seasons of Kenan Kel, that all the people in Florida. Hey, shout out to you guys, because there was a lot of good talent that we found in Florida. that was great. I mean, these actors would come on from working at Universal Studios and stuff like that out there, and they killed it. They would kill it every time. So shout out to all the actors in Orlando.
I know more than a few of them are still out here that talk about those days.
Yeah, so, man. They killed it.
I see him at the auditions.
Yeah, man.
So, Brian, thank you. From Jack. Oh, did you take any props home from Kenan Kel? And I'll expand that out to, have you taken any props from anything that you've done?
Of course. Yeah. I have. And what's crazy is that my parents, my mom and dad, they have a lot of stuff as well. Nickelodeon always makes cool like outfits for every party, every event. So we all have like cool jackets and exclusive stuff that's pretty cool that we all still have in our storage. All the cast. But yeah, man, some great stuff. And then what is crazy is that now that the show is back, when I was on set, we have some of the same like prop masters and stuff like that. So they went to the back and were like, "Hey, Kel, check this out. This is from season 2 of Good Burger." And they would come out and bring me stuff. I think it was like a hamburger hat that was really, really cool. It was a style that was in the beginning episodes in the 90s. And so I got that. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Out of my own random capriciousness, whatever happened to the Burger Mobile?
Oh, okay. So the original one, a guy won it off the show Talk Soup. Remember Talk Soup?
Oh yeah,
right. So me and Kenan,
that's how I got to start.
Yeah. So me and Kenan gave it away to a guy, and I don't know what he did with it. I think I messed up. It's kind of ruined. But they restored it. Made a new one. They got a new Pinto and made a new one recently when we were talking. Did a promo for All That last year. For the new All That, and Kenan and I drove it through New York. And people were going crazy. They were just like, "Wait, is that the burger? Wait, is that Kenan Kel inside the car?" Yeah, so that was pretty fun.
Is there footage of this somewhere? I want to see this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. I am totally looking for that. That's the '90s kid equivalent of seeing Burt Ward and Adam West in the Batmobile. So.
Exactly. Yeah, we're going Good Morning America. We did it.
Nice. Oh, what do we have next? From Crystal. Oh, yes. We get this question a lot. Don't ask me why. But what goes first, milk or cereal?
For me, so this is what I do, right? With my milk and cereal. I do cereal first. I do the cereal, and then I do just a little bit of milk because I don't want to go crazy with the milk. I like the crunchiness of my cereals.
Yeah. And as a former serial model, you actually have, of all the guests have been asked this question, you have the highest authority in this matter and insight. So
exactly.
right now you wear the crown. I think we're gonna do a special on just all the guests have been asked this question. Do a special video and put it out there.
That'd be funny.
All right, Crystal, you got your answer on that one. Come back again Sunday. We'll have some more for you. From Taylor B. What are you doing to stay entertained during the quarantine?
Entertained. Well, what I am doing, I'm also a youth pastor as well. So I'm doing that. We do Bible studies, and then I also do sermons on Sundays. And so we're doing it very viral with Spirit Food Christian Center. That's my church. And we've been doing it on Instagram. So that's been awesome. Also being a dad and a husband, that's all the time. But it's been fun where now it's like, we're all at the house, and shout out to teachers because you are amazing. Because now the parents are the teachers now, so we're the teachers, and it's been awesome. My little 2-year-old is having a great time. My 2 oldest, and I got a baby on the way, so that's cool. So, I got a baby on the way, so we've just been having fun, and telling great stories and enjoying one another. And I do a lot of exercising. I had to trick out the home gym, so a lot of working out, reading, things like that.
Yeah, I need to do that. I got my COVID 10 pounds. All that stuff. One thing that I read recently was that there's been a spike in board games. People have been breaking out the old board games with the family units and stuff. So that was busy. Taylor, thank you. That was a good one.
Yeah.
What we have next from Kay. How was it working on Rob Tedx Wild Grinders?
Yeah,
shout out. I pronounced that right.
Yeah, Deerdick. Rob Deerdick. Shout out to Rob. Rob is amazing. He's a great guy, super creative. And it was awesome for me because I love skateboarding. We used to skateboard in Chicago all the time. And so that was super cool for me to be able to work with Rob, who's just, iconic in that world. And then Wild Grinders was a fun role to play. I love animation. Shout out to everyone that's in animation, the voiceover world, because that's a whole different type of world than the sketch world and all this world. So a shout out to voiceover, all my voiceover peeps. And yeah, man, I love doing cartoons. It's something special about doing these zany voices and then seeing them come to life with all the amazing things that the animators do. Shout out. It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was my housemate, he lit up when I mentioned your name because he with his daughter, they were a big fan of the Pink Panther show. So he was really like, Kel Mitchell with us. Oh, he did the voice of the remake of The Ant. Our
Yes.
The Ant. And he was
Oh,
you have a 60-year-old man downstairs. He and his daughter are fans of yours.
please tell him I said hi, man.
Absolutely.
I loved that role. It was cool.
Absolutely. And Kay, thank you. That was a good one. From Jody, since you are a 90s nostalgic icon, what are you nostalgic for?
Whoa. The Muppets. I love the Muppets in anything just because of the fact that their longevity is amazing. How they're just the test of time to just entertain so many generations. The whole Sesame Street, everything, Kermit, all that. I'm like a freak when it comes to that world. And then what else? Of course, I love Marvel. I'm crazy about Marvel, as you can see. Wait, that way. That way. Not that way. That's different. Yeah, but yeah, I love Marvel. I got to meet Stan Lee, rest in peace. And so that was cool. And what was funny, when I got to meet Stan, I met him at a Comic-Con, and he said he knew exactly who I was, which shocked me. And then he said he loves orange soda just like I do. So I was like, oh, you really know who I am. That's hilarious. It was like,
you know something, Kel? I like orange soda too.
Dude, I was just like, what? And then we took pictures, and it was cool. Awesome moment.
That's great. That's great. Jody, thank you for that one. Yeah, we're myself and the owner of GalaxyCon, a huge Muppet fans. So,
oh yes.
Like I said, when we're back in business, come on in the green room. You see me or Mike there. Sit down. We can talk Muppets all day.
Let's do it.
What's next? From Becca. If you could have a different stage name, what would it be?
Ooh. A different stage. Well, what's cool about being on the show with my name, that was pretty cool because I didn't have to be known as this other guy, which was kind of cool because Kenan Kel, everybody knew our real names. That was cool. And it's only one other show like that. Well, with Will, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that was cool because it was his name. So, yeah, I think, that my stage name is my name. So that's pretty cool. Well, it's not my government name, but
right. I think it's
the middle part, like
it works.
Yeah,
not too many other Kels running around. So
yeah, I love having Kel, man. It's cool. It's not too many Kels, which is cool. I'm like, and it's just one name, just like Kel. One of the fans told me, they were like, it's like Madonna, Prince, Kel. I'll take that.
Take it as far as you go.
I'm gonna make it work. I was like, well, you said it. I didn't say it.
Hey, and a reminder to our audience, if you would like to chat with our guests like I am now, or grab a picture or grab an autograph or a personalized shout out, head over to GalaxyCon.com and sign up now before this session ends. But we've still got a fair amount of time. So Jude, what's next? Oh, from Jack. What is your favorite Disney film?
Favorite Disney film? Let me see. Nickelodeon's like, what? But yes, favorite Disney. Currently, let's go with Black Panther. Okay, let's go. Disney was part of that. So we're gonna go into that amazing movie. I enjoyed it, loved every minute of it. That was awesome. Yeah.
The defense rests. Cool. Thank you, Jack. What do we have next? From Ben, what is it like to work with the new cast of all that?
Yeah, like I said before, awesome. And they're super funny. The kids are awesome. They're hilarious. And it's amazing to see them grow. You know what I mean? And it was cool, like from the start of it all, like in the beginning, you just see their eyes and them figuring it all out. And now they're like in the swing of it. Like they really got it. It's super cool. And them seeing them come up with characters now, it's been great. And they're awesome. Watch Saturday nights.
Absolutely. Oh, thank you for that one. What's next from Fixus? I'll go with that. Would you rather have your likeness immortalized as a Pixar character, a Muppet, or an anime character?
Oh, that was good. But when you threw the anime in, you made it good. Yeah, that's what. Because at first I was like, "Well, Muppet wins." I mean, obviously, Muppet would win. But I do love anime too, so I don't know. Can I be a Muppet anime? Can I do both? Can?
Why not? This is your show. You can adjust the question. I as your host, I am giving you the authority to pick any of the above or all of the above.
Wait, does somebody know, have the Muppets ever been in like an anime type of like that? Would be cool.
They have been in cartoon form.
Yes,
they have Muppet Babies and stuff like that, but there's not been an anime style version.
I think we just started something. I think we started something. That would be great.
Okay, all right.
I can see Miss Piggy. You know, there was.
All right, Fixus, you have a mission now. You have to acquire the rights and go to Disney and produce the Muppets anime. Okay.
Please, that would be amazing.
And from Kay, being Nickelodeon royalty,
do
you get an all-access pass to the Nickelodeon theme park?
Yes, everything. Anything Nickelodeon. I get pretty much. It was funny. We're getting ready to move, and we were getting some stuff from my daughter, and now she's like into SpongeBob out of nowhere. And I was gonna go buy some SpongeBob stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute. Just call Nickelodeon. Just get this stuff. Because me and Spongy, we go way back. Me and Sponge.
Okay, thank you. From Jocelyn, what books have you been reading? And she wants to join the Kel Book Club.
Oh, which books have I been reading? A lot of books. I've been Commanding Your Morning by Cindy Trim. That is an awesome one. Get that one. Pick that up. Cindy Trim is awesome. I read a lot of Joyce Meyer books too as well. So get that. Get any of her books. They're awesome too as well. Yeah, and I'm actually working on a book as well. So we just finished that deal, so I'm super excited about that. I'm actually doing a devotional book, so very, very excited about that. I think it's gonna help a lot of people. I'm super excited about it. Yeah.
That sounds. I look forward to hearing about that. So.
Thank you.
When it come back and see us when it drops.
Yes, I definitely will.
Jocelyn, thank you for that one. And from Becca, who is your favorite comedian of all time?
Whoa, of all time? I can't do all time. Like, I'm a mixture of like so many people that I like. So we're talking.
You know what I do? I break it down by eras. I am like, okay, my favorite 70s guy, then my 80s guy. So you want to differentiate it like that? That might help.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do it close to that. I'll do like a top 5. I'll do Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? Martin Lawrence. You got to go there. Let me see. Eddie Murphy. Martin Lawrence. This is funny because a lot of people always go John Ritter. I'm throwing him in because he helped me out a lot of my life as far as like physical comedy. Because I watched Three's Company all the time when I was a kid, and so I really enjoyed it. So shout out to John Ritter, and then I got to work with him on Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah,
which was super big for me. So yeah, but yeah, I don't even like Eddie Murphy, Martin, Jim Carrey as well. Jim Carrey.
That's 4.
Yeah.
You said 5.
Oh, man. 5. Who's my 5? Oh, Richard Pryor. Sorry about that. Richard Pryor. Yeah. Richard Pryor. Because dramatic and the comedy as well. Just amazing. Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And Robert Williams, can I throw that in? I know that's more than 5.
Yes, you can. There are no rules here. You are, you are the chef, and I'm just the waiter, and our audience are the diners, and I'm just bringing stuff back and forth. So, Becca, thank you for that. From Ben, what was in Ed's sauce?
Well, you start off with a little bit of lemon juice, and then you get a tomato. And then after that, dude, I can't tell you. It's a secret. It's a secret.
It's the secret. It's a secret.
Sauce.
Sorry, Ben. We give you the chance to ask a question. We don't promise answers.
It's good though.
Oh, Jamila, what's your favorite Nickelodeon show and movie besides the ones you were in?
Ren and Stimpy. They just go down. History is hilarious. I definitely love Ren and Stimpy. Let me see other film out of Nickelodeon. They didn't do a Ren and Stimpy movie, huh? No, they didn't.
They should have.
They should. We should do that. I need to talk to them about that. But SpongeBob, that would be the SpongeBob movie was super funny. That was a super funny one. Yeah.
Absolutely. I was like, cool, that works. Jamila, thank you.
Yeah.
And come next from Cassie. What was your favorite scene in Good Burger?
Oh, the Demented Hills scene. That was the big dance scene. That was just like so much fun. And I had a blast doing that. And working with Parliament, working with George, that was amazing. My dad was a big fan of, and so that was cool. And then my mom is actually in that scene, and so she wanted to be in the scene. So she plays one of the Demented Hills patients in it, which was super super funny. She walks right by Kenan and dances by him, and he's like, "What?" And that was like a private joke for everyone at the studio. So, yeah.
You're gonna make me go look that up, right?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Cassie, thank you. And from KP, which show did you enjoy working on more? All That or Kenan and Kel?
Oh boy.
You may recuse yourself.
I know, right? I know. They're so different. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
with all that, you get the sketch and you get to play all these different characters and the makeup and stuff like that, and the musical guests. But then on Kenan and Kel, you got these like story arcs. You know what I mean? Because it was a sitcom. So they were both neck and neck. I enjoyed doing them both. And plus we were almost like filming them at the same time. So they kind of mixed to me. It's kind of like All That Kenan and Kel. It's like one big show. Yeah.
All right, not bad. Thank you for that one. What do we have next? From Theodore. If you weren't an actor, what would your dream job be?
Ooh. It would definitely be, I don't know, something with working with kids or something like that. I don't know, like a teacher. Definitely like a teacher. I can see myself being a fun teacher, or doing jingles, because I think jingles are pretty cool. How those people come up with some amazing stuff to market like toilet bowl cleaner. That's cool.
They put the lemon in the tidy bowl.
Yeah, right. I just want to be there. See them just put it all together, like.
Jingles and stuff. I could totally see you being the cool teacher.
Yeah, man, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. And to a certain effect, you're doing that already.
Yeah, true. True.
Theodore, thank you for that one. We got time for a few more. This one comes from Mike. Who inspires you?
My wife. My wife inspires me, man. She's awesome. Just a beautiful, strong woman. And she's awesome. And she just, the way that she helps me out, supports me. And then, the beautiful things she does for our kids. Yeah, man. Shout out to my wife.
Any historical figures that you inspire you?
Historical. Let's see.
Besides JC.
Right. Let me see. Okay, besides JC, yeah, because Jesus Christ, yes. But historical that inspired so many, man.
Yeah.
I got so many. I mean, you could go forever. You know what I mean? You could go forever. But what the cool thing about it is though, I like the people that I see that I grew up with. You know what I mean? Like my drama teacher, my pastor, people that have just inspired me in that way through their actions. Because I always look at things like that. What are you doing through your actions? I hear what you're saying, but through your actions and the people that you meet that really help you along the way. Shout out to that. yeah.
Cool. Right, cool. Mike, thank you.
Yeah.
I think we got time for a few more. So this one comes again from Fixus. What advice would you give to people about using the arts to have a voice and promote systemic change?
Yeah. What advice would you give people about using the arts to have a voice and promote systematic change? Oh yeah. Well, for me, man, the arts is awesome. When they were trying to take arts out of school, that was horrible. You know what I mean? Because kids learn in different ways. Some kids are visual learners. You know what I mean? Some kids learn through music, and things like that. So I love the arts. I think it should stay in schools and stay everywhere. And I think that when we use the arts to help with, telling any type of story, any type of learning, it always helps. You know what I mean? Whether it's music or whether it's, we're drawing. I also have a degree in commercial arts as well. Any of those things, man, they're always awesome. And it's like, it's a vision that we get from God, you know what I mean? That gives us these great ideas, you know what I mean? And it's awesome to create, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about. We were created, you know what I'm saying? So it's awesome to be able to create something beautiful. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a good one. So I think we have one more from our audience. So let's have him bring us in on a good one. From Blackmon 3Y. When it's all said and do what you would what would your legacy like to be remembered as?
Oh, when it's all said and done. Okay. Yeah. What would you like your legacy to be remembered as? Yes. A man of faith, of course. I'm a big person on actions and who you are. And, I never let this character, it's not about the Nickelodeon and the characters in my career. I want you to know me as a person. Do you know what I mean? As a person. And I think that's very important. We should all know our purpose in that way. You know what I mean? So for me, man, it's just like you just see it through my actions as a good person that loved God and loved other people and wanted to put a smile on people's faces. You know what I mean? And that was very important to me. And, and supported change. Let's make a change. We all need to smile more in the world. You know what I mean?
No one would argue on that. GalaxyCon viewers, this has been my time with Kel Mitchell, but it does not have to be yours. If you'd like to chat with our guests, purchase an autograph, or get a personalized recorded shout out, please head over right now to GalaxyCon.com, but leave this screen open. And while you're there, be sure to check out our schedule of upcoming events just like this one. So, Kel, before we go, any final words for our audience?
Hey, thank y'all for checking me out. We had a blast. That was awesome. Shout out to everyone at GalaxyCon. You guys rock. You guys rock. An awesome job, bro. You did an amazing job. Wait, awesome job, bro. Thank
you so much. So, any projects in the works you're allowed to tell us about?
Oh yeah, so I have a show called Best Friends Forever, which is super fun. It's on CBS on Saturday mornings, and then of course I produce all that. So all that new episodes this Saturday, and then the book is coming out too as well. You can go to kelmitchell.com for all the stuff that we have coming up. A lot of fun things coming up in the next next year. And what's crazy, but we had to put a lot of stuff on hold because quarantine, but a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's not going to be as fast as we all like it to, but I have faith and hope that we're going to come through the other side of all this.
That's right, bro. Yep, that's right. We will.
Kel, this has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for joining us today. Big thank you to our audience. Thank you so much for those great questions. We hope to see you again have a safe holiday weekend. We hope to see you again this Sunday on July 5th, where we'll be hosting guests from Star Trek, Star Wars, and Doctor Who. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care, and please keep washing those hands.
Yes.